Welcome to my app named Reuse because it's a user-centered recycling app. My user investigation centered around answering the questions: how intuitive is the current system of recycling, and how intuitive can the app be? So I started by asking a little bit of my subject profile for my users, so learning things about how they recycle at the moment and how they use their phone. The next portion of my investigation quizzed them on how they went about recycling certain products. So I aimed to survey a group that were already green conscious through the Keep Australia Beautiful Facebook page. The survey was well received and completed by the page administrator, but never actually published on the page, so that data didn't come through. I also included the entry point of the app in the survey to gauge if further instructions were required on the screen, as I've come across many non-friendly user systems since starting this course, where designers have not shown empathy for their end user, so I figured I would start the ball rolling in my initial survey. The interesting information to come out of my user surveys was based around the very final page, which showed me information on the landing screen. So as much as building up the profiles and seeing just how easy recycling is for some people, I found that the information about the landing page was crucial and immediately affected my work. The original user profile building really helped to answer the last question, or dig a bit deeper into this last question. Just to say that people were saying that they wouldn't use the app, but a lot of those people that were saying it were also actually avid recyclers already. Once I'd had a look through the results, I went about formally laying out the design for the app to step through with my user testing. I'll go through each screen and discuss its functionality, as well as when each of the design changes were made due to the investigation and testing processes. So on this first screen, our users scan the barcode of the item by aligning it within the little rectangle, or they have the option to manually enter the type of product they're looking to recycle. The manual entry screen is pretty simple. It brings up a keyword for the user to type in the product name and then hit the return button to create the search. After typing in the product name, it will stay at the top of the screen for the rest of the app. And on this page, we will find our local council by having a drop-down menu that restricts the values as the user types in their council name. The last screen is pretty self-explanatory. The product name will stay at the top, and then the final bin colour will be displayed in a box in the middle of the screen. After the user surveys, it became obvious that we needed a scan barcode title at the top of the first screen, so that was added before user testing took place. During the interviews after the user testing, users were confused about the manual entry option, and so the wording was adjusted to be more instructional language. After the user testing, users felt that the confirm entry button should be added to the manual entry page just to make it user controlled and finite for them. The local council page is going to get a complete overhaul, going back to using the GPS and/or an interactive map of some sort. The final page was the best received, with many users feeling that it finally gave them information rather than asking, and they really did feel like it was an endpoint to the app. Several expressed that this information could be given sooner, and so a format for that will be explored during the prototype stage. So suggestions from my concept introduction video were that I use a box map, so put boxes on the map or something along those lines. And I think I understand the idea behind it, but how do I actually go about it? So a clickable council map would work for WA because I know that one exists, but is there something similar for all of the states because I can't quickly find one? And is there a way to have a screen just show up on the first opening, like a tutorial, and then go away, so I can explain to first-time users how to use the scanner, etc., but then they can get on with the recycling with the rest of the app. Thanks.